Yes, folks, it's the WC here with another video. This time in this video, I'm going to be talking about Sidney Rice retiring. You know, Seahawks wide receiver Sidney Rice retiring. He played for, I think, Minnesota back in his earlier parts of his career, and then he went to the Seahawks. But, you know, this guy's 27 years old and retiring. Let me say that one more time. 27 and retiring because of concussion issues. Let me make that clear. And I mean, it's real sad, man. I mean, it's real sad. You know, gifted guy. You know, he had, you know, a very good career. I mean, he was on the rise. At one time or point, I'm sitting over here looking at Sidney Rice, and I'm saying, you know, let me say it like this: the way that we're talking about Josh Morgan is the way that we were talking about Sidney Rice before his injuries. And let me spend a second on Josh Morgan. Josh Morgan, when you look at this story compared to Josh Morgan, and I'm sitting over here like, you know, Josh Morgan is making some of the worst decisions that you could probably make, all right? And, you know, he has complete control over his situation, looking at the situation. And then you look at Sidney Rice having to retire at the age of 27 over something that he doesn't necessarily have control over, which is concussion issues. Something that just comes along with the game of football. It's real sad, man. I mean, a whole bunch of these guys out here getting arrested, you know, just doing dumb stuff, things that they have control over, and they're throwing away their NFL career. Meanwhile, you don't hear nothing bad about Sidney Rice. You haven't heard about this guy slapping his baby mama, or, you know, pushing some chick down some stairs or anything. You don't hear nothing bad. You know, riding around the car with some marijuana. You don't hear nothing bad about this guy. And this guy has to retire at the age of 27 because it's something that he has absolutely no control over. And then you look at Josh Morgan and the rest of these guys. You know, Ray Rice. You know, TK on his wife in the elevator. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of stuff that these guys are just doing that's just so stupid. And then you look at Sidney Rice and he has to retire because of concussion issues at the age of 27. I mean, I don't mean to be controversial, but I mean, this it's not like I'm lying about this stuff. This is not a lie. I mean, this is the truth. This is what these guys are doing. And it just makes you, like I said, it just makes you sit there and it makes you shake your head. I'm going to pray for all of them. I'm going to pray for Sidney Rice. I'm going to pray for Ray Rice. I'm going to pray for Josh. I'm going to pray for these guys, man. I really am. I'm going to pray for Sidney Rice twice because, you know, losing your passion for the, you know, something that you're passionate about, having to stop doing something that you're passionate about is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that feeling is. I'm pretty sure he's passionate about the game of football. But, you know, he's smart enough to realize that, you know, this is an issue that he needs to take super seriously, and he can't continue playing the game of football, which is really, really sad because this guy, at one time or point, like we were talking about, this guy's just amazing. I mean, really. At one time or point, we were all talking about Sidney Rice as just a must-have for fantasy. I'm telling you, you know, fantasy leagues, just, it's real sad. I mean, I'm going to pray for this guy. If this guy ever sees this video, you know, I wish you the best, man. I wish you the best. Now, let me get on to this topic that I'm going to end the video. NFL's concussion policy. How do you guys feel about that? Their protocol. How do you guys feel about that? You know, with the injury protocol. I don't really know how to feel. I think it's getting better if it's one of those things where, you know, it's been brought to Sidney Rice's attention that, you know, he's had concussion issues and the concussion issues might, you know, linger on through the rest of his life if he doesn't stop, or if it gets worse, or if he gets hit in certain ways, it might even get worse. You know, if that's a result of it, and if this retirement is a result of the NFL saying, hey, you need to take a step back, the game of football is important, but your health is way more important. If this is the result of that, amen, you know, round of applause for the NFL. But at the end of the day, man, the lawsuits are still out there. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video that you've watched ESPN Outside the Lines specials where they've talked about former players having concussion issues and going crazy and shooting themselves in the chest. You know, the situation that happened with Junior Seau, and, you know, finding out that, you know, his brain had, you know, that his brain was basically functioning on an older person's, you know, life cycle, and it's just so sad. This whole situation is sad, And, you know, hopefully the NFL is, you know, making steps towards, you know, having concussion protocols being sharpened up, man. I mean, it's one of those things, like, this is a real issue, folks. I mean, people, you know, having to retire at a young age, and, you know, Hall of Fame players just going crazy, and brains look like old ground beef or old meat and stuff. I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's real crazy. So let me know how you guys feel down below. It's a WC. Sidney Rice has to retire at the age of 27. Real sad, man. And to the rest of y'all guys out there, Ray Rice and, you know, Josh Morgan just doing dumb stuff, you know, just cut it out, man. I mean, playing in the NFL is a privilege, and, you know, this guy has to retire. I mean, this should be a wake-up call to everybody out there that's been arrested over the offseason. Just look at this as an example of saying, you know, it could all be gone. I mean, you might have to, you know, give up your career for something that's out of your control. And by you doing stuff that's not in your control, you know, and the phone ringing, you know, it could factor into your career being over. So, you know, let me know how you guys feel down below. It's the WC, and I gotta go make a phone call, apparently. Until next time, peace.